Tell our story, hon.
So I'm Mardee Austin, and this is my husband, Darren, and we've been in Edmonds since 2021.
2021.
Decided to volunteer as host because we own the Bassett House, which is the oldest house in Edmonds. And Anna Bassett, who was the original owner, was very, very involved in Edmonds early days from the early 1900s. She actually was the founder and the first president of the Floridum Garden Club, which is still operating today. We had a very wonderful garden here, so I felt it was something that for the 30th anniversary would be something we should share with the community. Anna Bassett was a wonderful gardener. There was 3 generations of her family that lived here over the years. And from what I understand, even the most recent descendant of hers, Charlotte Bassett, lived here up until right around 1970s. And some people that still live here remember her for tending the gardens across the street at the Francis Anderson Center. She had roses, she planted those over there and took care of them. This garden actually had quite a few roses when we moved in. We have little dogs that have very sensitive eyes, and thorns and little dogs didn't mix, so we had to kind of relocate a few of those, but we actually rehomed them within the community to others. So
And kept the ones that were most aromatic.
yes, we have some really wonderful ones on the other side that are
I
great.
pay for those every year with thorns, trimming them back.
I love gardening. It's a stress reliever for me. It's a time to just take a break and unplug, and it's good exercise, and it's kind of a meditation for me.
Yeah,
I
you
love
get
being
outside.
outside. And,
Yeah.
we love going to the Edmonds in Bloom garden tour. Been to at least 3 years, I think.
3 years, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I think because of the Edmonds garden tour, I think we've been to a couple other ones before too. You go with your mom and one down in Georgia now too, don't you?
Yeah, I've tried to seek them out now because they're just fun. You get a lot of ideas, and it's a relaxing day too, just to walk around and see beautiful landscapes.
It is a place for ideas. I think that's what I like the most about it is, yeah, you get really cool ideas about what people did with challenging spaces, or you see a plant that really looks pretty in an area that you would never, and you don't know what it is, and you ask somebody more about it. It's kind of fun. I knew that the garden tour was coming up every year, and when we first bought the home, we didn't know that it was the oldest home in Edmonds. All of Mardee's research sort of uncovered that. And even our real estate documents had the date of the home that it was built, and we found that it was actually a few years older than that after going to the library and researching it. But then this being sort of the year for the historic gardens and everything, Mardee takes a ton of pride in the garden here, and we had a lot of plans for things that we were going to do, and we hadn't quite enacted those plans yet. So when the opportunity to volunteer to be on the garden tour came up, I think we were a little scared, maybe. I think we had some ideas of what we wanted to do, and it was a good motivator for us to participate in something that we think would be a lot of fun, a lot of value, and then it was a good motivator for us to accelerate some of the things we wanted to do.
My parents and my grandparents were avid gardeners, and so growing up I was around that a lot, and I love getting my hands in the dirt, and something that really has always been something I've been around and it's part of me.
What kind of gardener are you? I'm a conscripted gardener, I think, is what I would, yes.
I'd like to call our garden a formal English cottage style garden because it's a little bit of both. We have boxwood hedges and symmetry and the fountains and things that have a lot of the, very more formal aspect, but I am a kind of a plant collector. So when I see a plant that looks interesting to me, I'm not going to go buy 12 and plant them in a row. I'll buy one here or there, and I just kind of play with that.
You are very organic in the way you think about things. I know that.
Yeah, I think I have the framework is more formal, and then it kind of bleeds into a more loose casual.
It's your creative, crafty element to your personality, I think.
Mm-hmm. But then I'll throw in some quirky stuff too. I mean, we've got a few little strange yard ornaments here and there that are humorous. So yes. When there's an unexpected something that's just kind of hidden, that takes you a while to find it, you don't necessarily see it at the first glance.
Well, she loves hydrangeas, so I know that that's going to be attractive.
Yeah.
to her for in any garden.
Yeah, as far as plants go, hydrangeas are definitely one of my favorites. Any kind of an unusual plant also. In the garden was actually one that I had never seen one before. It's the Henry Lauder's walking stick.
Oh, yeah.
Or the contorted filbert. There's a few different names for it, but it's a very unusual tree.
I don't know the names to most of the plants. I just know what I like. But I do know a few. Like I know fuchsia, I love fuchsias, and there's about a zillion different versions of them. I think I like them all.
So Edmonds in Bloom has been wonderful to work with, especially Patty, the garden tour coordinator, has been wonderful. Everything's so organized. I think we found out about Edmonds in Bloom just by being in Edmonds and having
Seeing the flags.
Gone on the tour before.
I saw the little flags
and seeing
first.
the flags, yes, the flags. That's how we probably first found out about the organization.
And they're always in a really pretty yard. And I remember thinking, oh, we should try to earn one of those ones some year.
We're going to get one of
We're
these days.
We're going to get one. We're on track. It's a work in progress.
One
of the things that was really such a pleasant surprise was when we first got together with all of the other hosts on the tour, this sort of supportive sort of embrace that we got from the garden tour in the Edmonds in Bloom community of, don't worry about it. There's no pressure to do anything more than what you have and what you are. This is not a contest to try to outdo anybody else. This is just an appreciation of people's garden and what brings them joy. And it was really, really pleasant. It does set your mind at ease a lot more, because coming into it, you feel a little bit like, oh gosh, we're going to be on stage. We want to be prepared. But the more we talk to the Edmonds and Bloom folks, the more comfortable we became.
So being that we live on Main Street, it is a busy street, and it's, not a quiet location, but I think it surprises me once you enter the gate and kind of come back here, how quiet it is, and you feel like you're a little bit removed. And but I think, I hope they get the visitors who come through get a sense of that same peace that we have, this kind of like our little enclave here, and it's just a place that we like to spend time, and hopefully it's something that people will enjoy.